Sorry.
Raphael.
I mean, honestly.
We can do this.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down.
Hiya, it's Admiral. We're back here with Fire Emblem Three Houses, our Verdant Wind Assassins only run. We do not have enough bait to fish. Because I just took today's Fistfuls of Fish challenge very seriously and spent all of the bait we just bought on it, and I think the results speak for themselves. Holy crap, we got so much fish, and especially so much money fish here. We got 28 of these. 4 silverfish. I don't know why it goes gold, platinum, silver. Maybe that's just the order we picked them up in. 4 silverfish for a total of 800 gold. 14 golden fish for a total of 7,000 gold. And 10 platinum fish for a total of 10,000 gold. So, not to mention all these, which we don't nearly need this many. So, 19 bullheads, 1,900. 19 Tutatis pike, 950. 9 queen loach, 270. And we really don't even need as many as 10 anyway. Let me bring it down to 5 for all. So 10 white trout give us 100 gold. 5 airman pike give us 100 gold. 5 of these give us 150. 2 of you give us 40. 5 of you give us 250. 5 of you give us 500. So I'm very pleased with that. We should absolutely be storing stuff, bait up for Fistfuls of Fish days, because they are just the best. Last time we headed around the monastery, got our mission for the day, which is to protect an old chapel. And we decided that Claw was going to be dancer. I mean, we haven't actually made that official yet, but we're going to this episode. This episode, we're going to spend the most of it doing the rest of the monastery stuff, I believe. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of, we got all our activity points still left to spend and a whole bunch of gifts to give to people and such, but let's carry on talking to everyone before we get into all that.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Did I know what?
Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it?
That I have.
On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
Well, what is your wish? Maybe if you just tell me now, then it'll come true when I go to the Goddess Tower. Is there someone I feel that way about? Alright, well, let me pick Happy. No one comes to mind. Is that because my support's too low with her? Who's it? Lysithia, Petra? Maybe she just doesn't have one. I would have assumed the wolves got Goddess Tower scenes, but it doesn't appear so. Or maybe my bond is just below the threshold or something. I mean, it is at a B, but that's in my B. I also have a B with Catherine. Does she not have a Goddess Tower thing? I can actually check. Because in the event gallery, you can check the Goddess Tower's conversations, right? Oh, but it doesn't show you who actually you can have it with. All I have is Bernadetta, Annette, Claude, Dedu, Ash, Mercedes. Well, maybe she just doesn't have one, or maybe we don't have enough bond with her. Well, I guess I could actually verify it without saving here. Let's try give it a try. If we just spam giving her every single gift we have. That says she is listed as my second closest ally, so that's interesting. There we go. Her bond with her is as high as it can possibly be. Let's see if she shows up in the list now. Nope, I guess that's just not an option here. Then I will just let the chips fall where they may. I guess since Marianne was at our highest, she's probably gonna be the one who shows up, but I will not pick anyone from the list. Hey, Balthus.
Ball really brings back memories. Had some wild times back when I was first enrolled.
I'm sure there was a lot of fun juice consumed.
Used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the debonair, king of grappling.
I'll take your word for it, man. Is this your stiff hand wrap?
Yep, that's mine. No, really, I'm not lying this time.
I don't know. Well, the last time I tried to show you something, you didn't lie exactly. You just said you knew how I could fence it if I were so desirous. So I believe you that it's yours. You don't have to try and convince me. Plus, I don't really think anyone else would be wearing such a thing. Hello?
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball.
Is she a sheltered ingenue? And does she like looking out over vast, foggy mountainscapes?
But here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Well, no way to know, so that's unfortunate. It's not like you could just ask her. That would never happen. Hey, Sylvain.
Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas?
Right? Dude seems so unassuming and such.
But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
No, of course not, because now is the time for us to practice hard and win the dance competition, because winning is everything. And granted, this ball or whatever.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out.
Such a visceral image. Just taking like a spreader and just scooping up like layers of foundation. Just, you need a bit of this on you. Poor Ingrid.
This is most upsetting.
This is most upsetting?
What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone.
I mean, you're within your right to do so. I mean, I'm sure everyone would be happy to see you there. Plus, there won't be any sunlight at the time. Gaspar!
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now.
Is it because you can't see your forehead?
First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
Absolutely, but only at the end of the month. Have fun at the ball.
Thank you very much.
I see. So this is a book that covers traditional wood carving in Bridget. How fascinating. Thank you, Professor. I will enjoy diving into this text.
I hope it is thoroughly rewarding to read. I do not know what kind of chapters there may be in a book about wood carving. Seems like it would be a pretty short book to me, but I suppose there's probably some interesting history there as well. It'd be like, this wood carving technique was first coined by Sir Blatherus Latherus the 14th in the Imperial Year 2.
What happened in Ramire was indescribable.
I can describe it. It was set on fire.
The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to.
And now they have to hang around the church. Isn't that the worst? Because they have no home to go to. I'm not saying I didn't like looking at their sad faces.
Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach.
Hey, look at that.
I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible.
Yes, but it is concerning that they didn't have any forces to protect themselves.
Until
I mean, I
that
guess
day,
it wasn't a huge
We
village.
of the church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
Yes, and we must. Wait, is that what you said? Yes, that's exactly the word you used. Never mind. A yoink. Servant supplies. A bag filled with everything a servant would need to serve a noble. There's even a sword sticking out of it. And for this, we deserve to get like 3 heavily armed platoons. That was definitely worth it. Advice box! It's been a turbulent year. Bad times help us enjoy the good times. Steal yourself by spending some quiet time alone. Some years are like that. Oh, I don't know. These all seem like decent advice, actually. Steal yourself by spending some quiet time alone. Yes! I figured. I could say I have no concerns, but of course I would be lying. My ambitions are endless. Soon I shall bind the very firmament to my will. The clouds will obey my commands! When I see you sleeping on one, I'll believe it. That may actually be too much even for you. Go on then. Reach up and pull one down with your hand. What? No! Aw! I thought for sure that would be what you wanted. Damn it. My, we have a congregation of sorts going on here. Hello, Marianne.
A ball? I don't think I'll partake.
That's okay. I mean, unlike those murder school missions, I believe you are allowed to opt out of these. Hey, Flame.
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already.
I think maybe that heart fluttering is because you're doing a lot of this and getting your heart rate up high.
I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it.
I wish I could say I felt the same. I never look forward to dancing in front of others. We have a few quests to turn in, so I won't do this yet, but just so I know, where's my renown at? We may be able to get some new upgrades. Okay, we could get a Divine Pulse, Axe Skills +2, Riding +2. Those are the 3 we could afford with the thing we have now. Of particular importance are naturally all the experience pluses, but also, of course, Divine Pulses and Sword stuff. We already have all the brawling we're going to get, is that right? Yes, we've got brawling skills +2. Reason we don't have much reason for. Axe and Authority I'm not fussed about. Lance and Faith, nah, not much. I was thinking, far in the future, because we've already decided that if the next run we do of this game is going to be a magic only, but even beyond that, I was thinking it would be kind of fun if we did a run where... I was thinking of a few different kinds of runs. I was thinking of a bow-only run, where you're only ever allowed to use bows, but you can class into all kinds of stuff, so we could class ourselves into, like, heavy armored knights and then be like firing bows while like marching forward in heavy armor, and that would be really cool. But then some of us would be snipers and some of us would be bow knights and stuff. Although if I did that, I probably would go I would probably allow us make it so that you're only allowed to deal damage with bows, but you're still allowed to use healing magic and stuff, because doing this run without healing magic is super tedious. That'll be one thing that'll be really nice about the magic only run, is that everyone can get healing spells. But I was also thinking it might be fun to do a mounted only run, where everyone has to class into a mounted class by the end. You have to either be on a wyvern, a pegasus, or a horse. Anyway, that's way in the future, so I'm just sort of spitballing that for such a case, Lance and Faith would be probably a pretty good deal to have a whole bunch of that for a mounted only run. Hello. Oops, sorry. Hello, mint leaves. Sorry, you wanted this bag with a sword in it or something?
Nice work.
I am ever so grateful for your help. With this, I can properly carry out my duties as a servant. You may go largely unseen, but we really help keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. Thank you. No problem. And no renown, but just a whole bunch of platoons. I would like to look at those, please. Nouvelle Chamberlain Co. Highly capable. I don't know what a chamberlain is. An officer who manages the household of a monarch or noble. And am I pronouncing that even slightly right? Chamberlain. Yes, Chamberlain. Battleground Cafe. Wait, what the hell? So Nouvelle Chamberlain Co. Highly capable chamberlains who serve faithfully in the dissolved House Nouvelle. And their gambit is Battleground Cafe. Tea served by the best valets. Allies within range gain strength +4. Lasts 1 turn. Please tell me there's a hilarious animation that goes along with that. Jeepers, and their base stats is +3 physical attack and +1 defense. This might be a keeper. Oh, to see. Nouvelle Attendants Co. Highly capable ladies in waiting who serve with pride in the dissolved House Nouvelle. +3 res, so it's +3 res, +1 defense, and +3 magic attack. Oh, and the absolute defense. A rock-solid convoy of exceptional maids. Allies within range gain defense +6. Please tell me they all have like really funny animations associated with them. Nouvelle Stewards Co. The best of the best. These attendants are an elite unit of the dissolved House Nouvelle. They have a bit of everything. Some accuracy, some crit, some dodge, some defense, some charisma. Battleground Cleanup. These top-tier servants will clean up the battlefield. Attacks foes within range with 15 might. Jeepers, man. Okay, they don't seem like overwhelmingly overpowered, but they do seem like good battalions. And more importantly, they also seem hilarious. I absolutely want to use some of these. This one might not be bad for Happy, because it's... Well, it doesn't give her defense, I suppose. It gives her allies defense, but... I mean, it does offer some defense as part of its stats, but I mean to say that the ability doesn't give anyone defense, but it also bumps their magic attack, which she's going to be wanting at some point. Because really, if we wanted anyone to have more defense, it would be her. We wanted to bump her defense so that she's super tank. But I guess you could give, like, us defense and stuff, so that she could be, like, a tank and a supporting tank, as well as giving her extra magic damage. We definitely want to use these at some point, although I don't think anyone has really authority C, do they? I do. Claude does. Ignatz does. Oh, more people have it than I thought, actually.
You have my thanks.
No problem. Anytime. I gave you the stride one, right? Yes. Right, I probably want to keep you on an armored co. I've given you bandits. That's pretty underwhelming, right? Maybe I'll give you the chamberlains that give everyone +2 to strength. It's already better physical attack and some extra crit for you. That's not bad. That said, we don't necessarily want to lose you having an attacky gambit. So perhaps you're best suited to this one, although it gives you magic attack, which is kind of wasted on you. Why not? Let's give this to Claude for a bit. It's a fun gambit. Perhaps Ignatz could give friends some tea. It also gives you some decent defenses. You two, we have on some magic attack ones. So who's going to be supporting with defense? I guess we don't want to necessarily use all of them because that drastically limits the number of people who are using attacky kind of battalions. And I do like the assembly that I have. Perhaps we'll leave the Attendants Co. behind for the moment. But why not? Let's level up these ones and see what kind of stats they end up with and all. That sounds fun. I gotta remember that Ignatz has that who has the special witch ones, so I can use them to their fullest though. Hello there!
Last month was... well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful.
As do I.
Though, I don't know. It's all new to me.
I'm sure it won't be that bad, Ash. You're a rather nimble fellow. Oh, this will be yours, yeah?
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
Well, I have a secret roster, you see, that tells me about all of your interests. But don't think too hard about that part. Hello, kitten. Have a tomato. Oh, right, they don't eat them. Hello, what have we here? Animated bait. Oh, that'll be Linhart's as well. Is that 2 Linhart things that I've missed somehow in the past few months? Because I already found the history book earlier. And what's this? That'll be Cyril's, of course. It's found in where Cyril is always hanging out. Hey, Animan.
Derig Mark Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon.
The month we're in now.
Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think?
It is. It's kind of a wonder we're still using swords and stuff and we haven't discovered electricity.
Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of
a dance every year?
It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself.
Yeah, it might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you were born at, like, one of the 20 years, then you might not live long enough to see the next one. But also, I mean, like, a big special event like this, you'd probably take... Well, I guess everyone just goes in their school uniforms. I was gonna say you probably need to, like, get a special outfit sewn for it and everything. That would probably take, like, a week. So, like, 1 week of your life every year is just dedicated to preparing for this silly thing. But I guess that's noble life.
Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one, in 5 years, will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Brother, I didn't even know I'd be teaching here now. I have no idea what's going on, man. Please take your monocle lens.
I can't believe I left this behind. Oh, thank you
Cleaner.
so much for retrieving it.
Hey, no problem. Seems like it would be somewhat interchangeable with a number of similar items, but not to worry anyway. Clean dusting cloth. An unsoiled dusting cloth that has never been... Oh, Manuela. I was like, why is this in Gerald's room? But I forgot that's not where we are. Hello, hello. And now feather. Sweet. Hello, Rhea.
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition.
Some of them are. I have spoken to a few who didn't seem so fond.
Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique.
That doesn't seem fair. Petra told us Bridget dancers don't use technique.
The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate.
Goodbye, Rhea.
May I ask a favor of you?
The White Heron Cup is a competition of skill and grace in dance. Please encourage your house to participate. That said, if you are serious about winning, be sure to choose your representative carefully.
Of course! I love that I get rewards for even participating in the slightest. Consolation rewards, even if I don't get it. Very, very good. And, Seth, I'm sure you've been having a much better month this month than the past few. An unfinished fable, a children's fable that ends partway through. It probably belongs to someone who likes writing stories. Seth, do you know who this belongs to?
I've looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us.
Librarians, eh?
I've also
Never know what they're
discovered
thinking.
that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on?
What indeed? And whose is this?
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
Returning it is very strong. I basically just like took it off your own person, like it was right beside you and all. I got more supports just now. I've got one with Henneman. Oh, that's all actually.
Well,
Oh my.
Why?
Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
Hey, it's good to be resolute about something, I guess. And since you're not a student, I can't actually request that you be our dancer, but that would be kind of a funny thought. This yours?
Hey, that's mine. Thanks for finding it.
You got it, pal. All right, you can see now everyone in our party now has a renewed speech bubble because we have a potential chat with them, but I'm just going to have Claude do it, I'm afraid. No, none of this dialogue will go down. We haven't the time.
And then there's the White Heron Cup. Sheesh. What poor sap are you enlisting to represent our house, Teach?
Well, 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 I'm so glad you asked.
Me? Don't be unreasonable, Teach.
Don't me unreasonable?
I mean, if I have to make a miracle happen, I guess I'll figure it out.
Claude, you are gonna be fine. You can give them one dance lesson, no more. Claude, it's time for your dance lesson.
This is all you're doing. Step up and take responsibility. You've got to help me practice my dance moves.
If you insist. I don't really see where you're going with this. Yes, right. Hanneman and Manuel are also teaching students. None of the named ones, apparently. Why are the kids just watching? They're just like, Professor, what is this strange man doing? That'll do, Claude. End dance practice. Increased by 5. I thought it went up by 7.
Aren't as unwieldy as they were before, I think. If I keep this up, I might do not terribly.
Hey man, it's gonna be fine. I have complete faith in you. I know they have lots of funny dialogues for when you don't pick them for the Heron Cup. One of these days we're gonna have to go through and listen to them all. Oh shoot, I just saved, didn't I? I was curious if the wolves, you could pick them to do the dancing. I'll know back on video because I'll be able to see Happy's dot down to the lake there. We'll either have a speech bubble during that portion or it won't. It's incredible how much dialogue they recorded for that, because for every person there's a, who are you gonna pick for the dance, Professor? You're picking me? Oh no, that's horrible. Or, you're not gonna pick me, thank God. And there's a, please give me lessons. All right, thanks for the lessons. And there might be something if you say no to give them lessons too. So there's like at least 5 little scripts for every character who's a dancer candidate that they wrote and had to get actors to say there. The amount of time and effort, I say. Hey.
It does pique the interest of some knights in particular. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch.
That's the bit that's new.
He volunteered to judge the White Heron Cup. Not that I care.
Really? Because it sounds a bit like you care.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm.
13, right.
Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no charm? Not me.
Hey, look.
Do your best. Make sure to put in the practice. And good luck.
I have a bad feeling that was a veiled insult about Happy. I am very fine having a partner with no charm, okay? There are more important stats like defense and magic and strength. It is kind of weird that it doesn't. You would think that the dance.
No.
Okay, fine, maybe you wouldn't, but I would think that the dance lesson would constitute a point, like a time activity point. But no, you don't actually have to spend one on it, which is kind of interesting. It's basically just free charisma for whomever you pick to be your dance representative. And since it gives you 5, basically anyone who already had a charisma of at least 8 would have been a shoo-in victory, right? Which granted isn't all of us, but with a few golden apples and stuff, you could probably make that happen in a short period of time if you really needed to. For most any character. Anyway, which is good. I appreciate that it's that way. Let's go say hello to Hanneman, sure. Well, we might later find that
Professor.
Not a good time, sorry. We might find that after we give gifts to a whole bunch of people, we're gonna have a whole bunch of supports. Oh, but I wanted to see them now anyway so I can get people recruited. Okay, screw it. Sorry, Hanneman, I was looking at the wrong schedule. Today's an excellent time.
Professor. Always a pleasure to see you.
Likewise.
I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
Your Monaco is looking sparkling as ever. Why?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff.
I don't think you should refer to any of the staff as specimens.
Indeed. The further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so?
It's maybe a bit reductionist about what the truth of my heritage represents, but
when
I guess
you bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past. What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
It's good to have a hobby. You investigated me?
Nothing so crass as an investigation. No, I researched. I spoke to mercenaries whom you've worked with in the past to learn about your life before the Academy.
I mean, it seems like a very thin semantic difference there.
Of course, I also contacted Gerald and his mercenary friends.
Contacted Gerald, like you don't live in the room across from each other.
Interesting company. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account.
Okay, step 1. Gerald is not my father.
The story begins with Gerald serving as
I've never met him.
of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong.
Do explain.
As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary.
Oh yeah, that lie. I'm 18 or something.
This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported.
My age isn't reported at all. It
Well,
just says question mark, question mark,
the
question
story
mark.
would be quite different, would it not?
My father was always one for secrets.
Oh, I am aware. You two were certainly enigmatic, as far as mercenaries go.
Are most mercenaries like pretty open and clear about themselves?
For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years.
I'm not sure if not speaking about something is the same as keeping it a secret.
In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you.
Oh good, I thought it was all going to be bad. They were going to be complaining about how I stank. Because I live in the woods.
However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair. Warriors to be respected and feared.
I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon.
I don't know that ashes are really my motif. Crest of Flames, sure, but I feel like eating a lot is my thing. Couldn't I have been known as the Banquet Demon or something?
They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts.
Alright, this is starting to feel a little hurtful.
So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
I feel like we're still dangerously close to the investigation side of things. Okay, so just at some point in the future you're gonna need my blood. Good to know. Goodbye, Hanneman. To the depths with us. It's not called that, it's called the Abyss. Sorry, too much Tears of the Kingdom. My goodness, the time flies, we're almost done with this episode too. Did not realize just how much was left in the monastery today. Perhaps I've been moving a bit slower. I'd like to at least end this by the 14th, though. I'd like to get as far as the 14th before we end this episode, so this might just stretch on a little bit. Although none of our wolves are hanging around in the depths here, so the Abyss, damn it! So I suppose we're gonna have not too many people to talk to anyway.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Your friend from up top isn't back yet.
Doesn't come by anymore, which is fine. Not incredible.
This dialogue is the same as before, right? I feel like we've already heard that. Hello?
They're having a lot of fun up on the surface, aren't they? Some kind of grand ball. Picture them all relaxing, having a drink, getting to dance with people they fancy. If I showed my face up there, the Knights would have my head in a second.
I might be able to bring like a phonograph down here or something. That may be an anachronism. I don't know if we have those. We probably don't.
What do you require?
I'm just gonna go through all the mysterious teacher says about anyone and see if anything jumps out as surprising. My God!
This one should be proud of their growth.
Oh, stop.
Now let me see. Ah, yes. This one's growth is going quite well.
Oh, interesting. His dex is lower for what you would have expected. He's only got 1 star in it, and his health and strength are red as nothing.
Now let me see. Ah, yes. This one's growth is going quite well.
Soon his speed will be practically unequaled. I think Leone would have some words to say about that. Ooh, Raphael's doing not bad. They expected he would have had more health, which fair enough if he's a thief, but strength, dex, and speed are all 5 stars, which is pretty good. Is this res actually still 2? Jeepers.
Now let me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of the monastery.
Hey, that's just mean. Ignatius doing his best, okay?
Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience.
Whatever she's doing, she ought to keep it up. Right, so I'm pretty sure we've basically confirmed at this point that the stars are all relative, because a magic of 20 is considered 0 stars for her because she normally has it better, and a strength of 9 is considered 3 stars.
Now let me see. Ah, yes, this one's growth is going quite well.
Nice.
Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience.
Her growth and dex is astounding. Funny that none of the things that she actually has blue is she's not really getting very well. You'd think even as a thief, speed would be growing pretty well, but
now let me see.
Her speed and defense dex have to be great. And actually her defense as well. Although I'm surprised her strength is considered not very good. I mean, I guess 13 for her is a bit low, but dex, speed, and luck at 5 stars. I mean, that's kind of exactly what you'd want from a rogue run.
Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience.
Petra's not doing bad either.
Now
and Catherine?
Me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of the monastery.
Yeah, but you don't have to be that rude, you know? Like, there's a nice way to do that.
I see this one has gained some experience.
Thank you.
Fare thee well.
Ciao. And to be clear, we still don't have enough to do this. Oh yeah, we need to spend renown on this. We need to keep some around for when we're around episode 13. Episode 13? Why does that sound wrong? Don't we call it something different in this game? We call it chapters or something. Part... I don't know. Well, we've got a tiny store of renown, though. We should go have a look at what the statue can give us. The pagan altar.
When I snuck into the monastery a while back, I saw a girl there the same age as me.
I think I know the one you mean. Did she have hair that looks like yours, eyes that look like yours, a height that looks like yours, and a build that looks like yours, and a voice that sounds like yours?
She was crying. always food on the table?
It's complex. I can explain it to you if you'd like. Her entire family was murdered by an old man with a cane that has like LED RGB lights on it. You seem to be confused about a lot of the words I'm saying. Well, I'm gonna go now. I feel like I've made the problem worse. Garbage tweet. An iron bow plus with some durability still on it. A rusted axe. Nice. What kind of rusted axe is it? Fortune to Hodeclair and Fortune to an iron axe. I don't know which one of those was the one we just picked up, but sweet. That iron bow plus with some durability on it, though, that's quite nice. In fact, you've got just a normal iron bow, so we may as well swap that out for that. My years of dumpster diving have finally paid off. Oh, yeah, you can change your unit appearance from down here, too. Because those would be my barracks if I were hanging around Abyss more. Gotta love the Abyss theme, though. Is it called The Forgotten, I think? So chill and such a vibe. And so funky and unique as well.
This is our last occasion to speak.
Really?
I am ordered to be leaving.
But why?
They are thinking I am the follower of an evil god. It is not so, but they are not understanding.
What the hell is the point of an underground sewer city where they send you when they don't like you if they just send you out of there anyway when they don't like you? God damn it, Church! Why can't I? Who do I have to hit with an iron a training sword to make this not so? God damn it! Oh right, you can give items away for renown in this as well. So perhaps I shouldn't have given all that fish that I gave away so quickly. I'll take a 3 renown tomato though, and some berries. And cabbage. Right, what can we grab here? Talisman. Ooh, a whole bunch of useful looking gear. Right. Is any of this new since we last looked at it? I'm not sure. I think we saw a lot of this before. A crit ring would be lots of fun. That's what an invasion ring. Stabs would be nice. Seals. Right, I think we're fine for the moment. We're gonna eventually want a whole bunch of advanced seals. A 200 round for a master key? I think not. We're all thieves. Weapons though. Ooh, we can get some Levin swords. Right, some of these probably restock by the month. Some silver sword pluses, although we're gonna be able to make those easily enough by ourselves soon enough. Killer things. The devil things are not bad. I think my main problem with them is that they have lame accuracy. I wouldn't necessarily mind you take 10 damage every turn in exchange for doing good damage if the accuracy didn't suck so bad. Or Knuckles. Oh, I can almost taste it. 3 is precisely the number we'll want to, but I won't go on that for now. Dragon Claws! Hit against dragons, and they get a big... Oh, not as much crit as the Killer Knuckles, obviously, but get some decent crit on them, and 4 might, which is really good if you're doubling, by which I mean quadrupling. But even then, Silver Gauntlets are actually the same, and same damage and better accuracy, so... I'm not as thrilled about this. Yeah, actually, that's not really a good trade at all. You trade, like, half the durability and, like, 15 accuracy for the dragon effectiveness. I mean, granted, being able to double or quadruple someone with effectiveness against them is obviously great. But, well, we'll get that later at some time anyway, probably. Trick is I can't buy it from the map screen, though, so I can't buy it in reaction. Like, I can't buy it like, oh, there are going to be dragons in this map. I should get the Dragon Claws. But probably later when we have tons of renown to spend, I'll grab at least 1 pair of them. Was that Dragon Claws plus? No. I don't even know if they get a plus. Probably they do. Longbows. We do like them. The weight of a longbow is 13? I did not realize. That is pretty considerable. Anyway, nothing there for now. Thanks. So, we got 7 activity points to spend and a whole bunch of gifts to give, and I say we get all them done now, do the teaching day, and then call it an episode. Oh, wait, big stretch. Oh. Ongoing event, Black Magic Tournament. I'd love to partake. Unfortunately, the quest I took has banned me from using the sparring grounds. Do I want... The question is, with my activity points, because I'm starting to sweat behind my knees a little about whether or not I'm going to be able to recruit everyone, should I spend... Because I'm going to be out at battles the rest of the days, I'm only doing 1 cooking thing to give 1 stat bump to us for this month. So I'm thinking like getting Dex +2 or like Speed +1 or 1 more defense isn't really going to make or break our progress in this next mission, especially considering this next mission is very monstery. So we're probably going to have good luck with it anyway, considering we're all rogues. Wow, our frame rate is just not doing well at the moment. Unless, wait, do you always, no. Frame rate is kind of poor right now, right? Okay, there we go. It's a little better. There was something going on over in that hallway over there that the game did not like. Anyway, point being, we should spend as much renown as possible, or as many activity points as possible, just doing people's bond for the moment. I am literally going to go... Oh, well, first I should return all the missing items. Here you go! Oh, right. I may also want to spend some points on... It's not going to be Big that'll be Shamir's. Getting my soft skills up. Here you are. No, what? Oh, maybe Sethathen. There you go. Here you are. This is for you. I'll just give you that back. Here you go, friendo. Okay, there we go. I just got a whole bunch of supports open, at least 2 anyway. Let's go see them. Zenith! Let's chat.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit.
No problem. Sometimes you give someone a fishing rod and then you just need to have a chat, you know? I get how it is.
There is a matter I would like to discuss with you.
Please?
I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties.
I picked up on this, yes. What are these duties?
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the church's many administrative tasks.
It sounds very trying.
I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy.
You're here to tell me I'm doing a bad job, is that correct?
The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance.
This is starting to take a very braggalicious turn.
And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me.
Oh, I see where we're going with this.
Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that.
And I was more surprised than everyone else.
Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you.
With care, please.
I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
You don't trust me.
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself.
This is a sore spot
You are
for me.
the child of Geralt Eisner, correct?
His last name is Eisner? That's what I hear.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence.
Well, which is it? Do you want to trust me or do you want me to lie?
As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Geralt is renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
The answer to that question would require that I know my own age, which again, this is sort of, we're into the territory of things I'm just not familiar with. I'm not sure.
I see. Most curious. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
Hey, that's an impolite question to, well,
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way?
He doesn't know how old he is either, so there's that.
Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time.
Oh, glad we agree on something.
However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you.
Which she is ever so eager to remind us about.
Do not betray that trust. That is all.
I can't in this run, so don't worry about it. Who the hell is hanging outside my quarters? Oi! I'm trying to sleep in here. What is this nonsense? Oh, never. Linhart, I'm stopped sleeping to go meet you. I understand that you will know how important that is.
Oh. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Don't miss the lectures.
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly.
I didn't say don't want to miss lectures. I said don't miss the lectures.
This is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
So wake up the bit of training and a trip to town might help your mood. Oh, you're not motivated enough. A trip to town might help your mood.
That sounds more than a little exhausting. I think I'll stay in.
I didn't really want to do it either. I've got everything I need. I caught like 30 golden fish the other day.
I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless.
Well, the thing is, I'm letting you do most of the talking.
But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so?
Yeah. I have green hair? Oh, wait, that wouldn't be it.
You're definitely a strange one.
Mr. Grinch. Maybe so.
In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner, but you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else.
I'm a no-boner.
And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. You're like a hero in some silly legend.
I will concede that it's a bit silly.
Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either.
That's a little less silly. Can we go back to the silly thing? Is that what you think?
Hey, Professor, will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours?
Classic changing the subject.
It
No.
won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you.
Where have I heard this before?
Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now.
Oh, good. I hate doing
I've
things.
got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be.
It happens.
I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first.
I wasn't gonna say anything. No, you keep your room however you like.
On that note, good night, Professor.
You haven't even sat down yet. Good night. Very good. And with that done, I've still got 7 points and the gifts. My goodness, I made like no progress. Keep feeling like we're years ahead, but still got so much to do around here. Oh, I could probably find a meal that anyone would like, but the gifts are not quite as free form. They are very particular people that I need to give them to. So let's just go through the list of people I don't have a C support with, who are not in our party. Ferdinand, first one. Let's try and get him get some goodwill from him by trading him some stuff. Let's see if we can find him. This episode may stretch on a bit, actually, as I'm just going to be trying to schmooze everyone possible in this exploration day, as we are quickly running out of them.
It was held by
fishing, sweet tooth, embroidery, handcraft, armor bear stuffy, training weight, hunting dagger, watering can, riding boots. He likes horseback riding, I think. Ceremonial sword. He's a bit of a weapon guy, isn't he?
What a kind gift.
Ah, damn it. Tactical thinking, maybe not quite as much as Oh, dapper handkerchief. That's not exactly quite his thing. It's more of a Lawrence thing. Oh, we've already got into his. That'll do for now.
Teacher.
Student?
Hello, Professor. May I speak with you?
I already said yes.
I was just wondering, what do you think of Edelgard? You seem to hold her in high esteem.
What gave you that impression? Oh, was it the fact that I was cowering in fear the second she set foot on the battlefield in the mock battle? Okay, fair enough. She's a good student.
She is certainly talented. No doubt about that. But I wonder, what is your opinion of me? I am quite talented too, am I not? Be honest. Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not the scion of a noble house.
You are a regular person. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but she can lift
She is better than me?
Basically.
I was just being modest before. Honestly, I have always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard, but evidently that is not your perspective. I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
Bye? That's not necessary.
Nonsense! You have entirely underestimated my abilities.
Maybe I just overestimated Edelgard's. Calm down.
You think I could ignore such a slight upon my honor?
Uh,
Not likely.
Well,
Come,
that...
Professor. We will
to
begin
do what?
with battle. Edelgard's skills in combat are no match for mine.
All right, but...
I heard that just the other day, she defeated a demonic beast without assistance.
Uh-huh. The thing is
Well,
that...
anything Edelgard can do, I can do better. And in half the time.
I'm not sure that's a good
Professor,
idea.
You can be my eyewitness and timekeeper.
I don't think I can keep time if I were to be careful about it. Like, if I...
Two at once? That's... well, it will be fine.
Where are we? Where did you bring us?
I can't do it.
Well, here's the problem. You only tried hitting them
You have
once.
saved my life.
Most of them have more than one health bar.
Thank you, Professor.
No problem. Please don't ever do that again. Oh, Ferdinand. Ferdinand von Heyer, whom we all admire. Caspar's next on the list. I know you're angry, but consider for a moment. Weight training.
This is so great.
Hey, we're best friends, Caspar. I know exactly that you knew that you would, like, probably want, hopefully, need to have that one of those. None of these seem especially him. Whetstone he might like, but there might be others who want it a bit more. You into fishing?
I guess I'll take it.
I guess not. Smoked meat, though. Surely you all right that. Oh, he likes it. Okay, good. 3 swings, 2 home runs, 1 miss. I can deal with that. I didn't realize you weren't allowed to invite people to tea who weren't in your party. That's too bad. Whetstone?
For me?
Oh, he also double liked that as well. Wow. I was completely hit or miss with him. I got one he absolutely loved or one he absolutely hated. Caspar, we have to go. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet because there's something going on here. But come over here. Shh.
Hey, Professor, what's going on?
Quiet.
Okay. Why are we being so quiet, though? Oh, look at that guy. He looks pretty suspicious. What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him.
Suspicion isn't enough to go on.
Why not? We can figure out what he's up to after we capture him.
Yes, but if he's up to nothing, then that's called harassment.
My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong.
This will not go over in a court of law.
Come on,
Please.
let's get him before he has a chance to strike.
The path he's walking leads to...
Huh? Huh? It leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
But okay, Caspar. I think we messed that one up.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
It was my fault. I didn't keep it better. I could have grabbed him, but I kind of wanted to see what would happen.
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
Anyone who does something incredibly rash after seeing someone sprint head on at them must be a villain.
So I was...
But because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it.
On the plus side, though, probably just got it because scorpions look cool.
Prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
It was my fault for failing to stop him.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong.
You're right, we didn't. You did. But shut up! I'm trying to make this better for us.
Might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
So, sorry about that, Reg. He's always like that, don't worry. I get you're still mad about the fishing float, Caspar. I'm sorry. Bernie Bear! This is an easy one. I have a few that I know she'd like. Like the bear stuffy.
Wow, thank you so much.
You got it, pal. Oh, that was enough for the sport. Didn't need to do any more.
Thank you.
Hello, Bernadetta. Oh, you're clearly busy. Maybe I should come back later.
Oh, good. Bye. Goodbye.
Big mood.
Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying.
Hi. What's terrifying?
Please don't sneak up on me like that.
I mean, I walked up from the front, and it's a really, really big entrance, so I don't really see that I could have been considered sneaking up, but I'm sorry.
That lady asked me to show her around. I tried to be polite, but strangers are just so nerve-wracking.
They are, it's true. You've never seemed scared of me. I don't think that's true either, Milo. She was just scared of you. Like 2 seconds ago.
I don't know if I ever had felt scared around
Hoppy,
you.
sorry.
I wonder why.
It's probably just because I'm weird. Don't worry about it.
You might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here. And I have no idea why.
Funny the way the world works, isn't it? I'm glad regardless.
I'm happy about it too. When we first started out here, we had to do drills. Outside. I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know.
True. I imagine Hilda found a way to weasel her way out of it too, though, so she was probably like the only other person at the monastery at that point.
I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for that.
A-okay, buddy. That's what friends are for. Anytime.
If you weren't here.
Oh god, well, we don't need to go that far. I'm sure you'd handle it. You're very capable. It's alright.
Sorry. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to you.
Well, it's good to hear. By the way, was that you singing in the greenhouse?
What? You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me?
I was just picking flowers. It's a public
That
place.
crosses the line, Professor. Singing? Me? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been so humiliated. Useless, worthless, unmarriageable.
I don't feel like I prompted much of that. Well, that was a roller coaster of emotions. Started out pretty anxiety-inducing, and then it was really sweet. And then it was just kind of uncomfortable. Very well, next on the list. Dorothea, I think. Weren't it? Yes. Where be ye? You were around the Amiibo Gazebo, were you not? I saw your face a moment ago. Wait. No, we're not quite around the Amiibo Gazebo. You're a ways away.
Hourglass.
Yes, I know. It's very sad that my village was destroyed, but consider stylish hair clip.
Sure? Thank you. I love it.
Hey, come on. This is what people do. They just go around giving each other accessories. There's no need to thank me for doing what normal people do all the time. Gemstone meats? Maybe it's a bit more for if you like making clothes, which I don't think is really her thing, but, floral adornment?
Sure. I'll take it.
Oops. Gemstone meats. Oh, she does like those. I mean, it sort of seems like her kind of dealio, but I wouldn't have thought that making clothes was as much. But she likes nice clothes anyway. That's her sort of up her alley, I would have said. Right, what's next? Watering can. I'm not sure if gardening is exactly. I mean, she didn't care for the flower a moment ago, so maybe watering can is not a good follow-up. Probably doesn't mind horseback riding. Reading in Mire Nights. I don't think of these as being... Not sure I have much that would be excellent for her here. Riding boots.
Thank you, Professor.
Get on a horse. There we go.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Another owl feather. Sweet. This will be useful. And if we're finding a whole bunch of people we're having trouble getting bond with. The Death Knight, what an evil something.
Well, I had fun today. You want to see me again? Yeah.
I love that this is in the entrance all right where Bernadetta was. Like, so the second Bernadetta sprints out of here in panic, Violet's just still standing there, like, stunned and confused, and then Dorothea comes in with this knight.
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh, hello, Professor. Were you watching that?
Actually, I was just talking to Bernadetta. I'm just passing by. I don't know why you stopped me.
You look like you have something to say, Professor.
No, nothing.
Look,
not a damn thing.
My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future.
Hey, look, you're doing a lot of explanations here. I'm not saying anything.
As a man, you may not feel so rushed about these things, but I know my beauty will eventually fade.
First of all, don't be ridiculous. You're timeless. Secondly, I still didn't say anything. Getting old doesn't bother me at all. We all feel anxiety about aging.
You? Really? I never would have guessed.
Yes, well, I do have the tendency to slip into a coma for 5 years and look exactly the same after coming out, but, you know, whatever. Aside from that, I have anxiety about aging.
I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object.
Which is why I never said a word until you stopped me.
I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life.
Okay, so then I'll be going, and... Is that really what you want?
Finding someone to take care of me? Of course it is. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your...
Some people in this monastery, like Lawrence.
I won't have you interfering with my life plans.
Wasn't ever part of the schedule. Sorry, there must have clearly been some huge miscommunication. I did something wrong with my face. I have been told recently that I kill people without the slightest hint of emotion, so clearly this is not my strong area. My apologies. Your earrings are super cool.
Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor?
I guess I could find room for you somewhere in Happy's penthouse. Okay.
I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing.
Well, I only had two options,
Or did
so...
you really just consider spending your whole life with me?
In the back room of the penthouse, yes.
If you did, that actually makes me... It makes me happy. I had no idea you might look at me that way.
Look, I feel like I have not been producing many signals, and you've been extrapolating a whole lot in this conversation, and I would now like to leave, thanks.
Gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you?
Yes!
So I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway.
You don't sound the least bit sorry.
Professor.
Goodbye. Well, that was weird. What an evil presence. There we go. What is that? Oh, it's just the lighting. I thought there was like some like a cat lying on top of that little pillar there. Very good. Next on the list, Felix. Damn it, I gave the ceremonial sword away to Ferdy, didn't I?
Hey.
Felix would love that. I'm not sure he's exactly into hunting, but he might be like the dagger.
Aha, this is nice.
Yes. In which event, I actually may just give him the other one as well. I really don't have much bond with him at all. Oh dear, I'm not sure he would like much of this. Art, carving, devout believers, tactical thinking, maybe. Coffee bean, but he probably wouldn't be mind bitter flavors, but I kind of have to give the coffee to Happy or Constance, don't I? Enjoy my traveling and cooking doesn't sound like him exactly. Owl feather, maybe it might not be the time to use it. Might not be a bad time to use it on him. One can't taste bait. He doesn't like sweets. Yep, owl feather time, I think. There we go. By the time we've done our Crimson Flower run, there are going to be a bunch of supports where I've probably seen them all during all 3 routes. It'd be interesting to put them side by side and see my reactions to them each time. I bet I'd say the same things for some of them. No, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. There's a quest that prevents me from doing it. No, just watching.
Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring.
I mean, I did just say no.
I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary.
I'm really not. You think I'm a worthy adversary?
I don't know for certain, but you seem skilled.
Well, that's pretty high praise, anyway.
You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary.
I didn't learn much. I was level 1, even after all that.
You wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength.
Why are you so focused on becoming stronger?
Why? I never really thought about that.
Well, while you go think about that, I'll go take a nap and not do any sparring, thanks.
I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country.
That's a little concerning. How old are you when you can hold a sword? Like, because you're learning to write. Well, I guess in medieval times, probably a little later than our times.
You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues.
Felix, somehow I don't think any of you from Fargus were in the perfect environment.
Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
You remind me of myself. Do you have any other ambitions?
Why should I? Nothing's as important as the pursuit of strength.
Well, you're answering pretty confidently now when a moment ago you said you weren't really sure why it was for, or what it was for.
Chatter. Take out your sword.
I still didn't agree to that.
My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
Again, worrisome. It makes it sound like you're gonna kill me. Well, what a fun conversation that was. We were missing just all the rest of the Beagles now. Sylvain, Mercedes, Annette, and Ingrid. Then once we have everyone to see support, we'll try and recruit them and see which ones we still need stats in. Sylvain probably digs sweets, but he's probably got some other ones here that he would be good with. Is he into cooking?
Thanks so much.
Well, maybe not amazingly into it. Oh, he likes the board game, right?
I can really have this?
Of course you can. Oops, I meant to check if we were at support level yet. Thank goodness we weren't. Otherwise, I'd have been wasting it. Got a statuette?
So much.
He's not particularly religious, but he's got an appreciation of art, I think.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry. Especially one as beautiful as you.
I feel like you did suddenly take that and turn that in pretty 90 degrees, though.
You know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people?
My bush-watching opportunities are no concern of yours.
So say it.
This is about you. We're talking about you. You broke her heart.
Hey, that was between me and her, not you.
I don't really see how that's relevant.
You know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now?
The hell kind of argument is that? I don't know why the police are so upset about me being a murderer. They didn't arrest me before I knew I was a murderer, so what the hell?
I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
And yet, is that a fact?
Believe whatever you want, but I'm honestly not sure if I can ever love again.
Yes, you seem absolutely crushed.
Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town.
I will not be coming with you.
Join me. Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will.
I'm flattered, Sylvain, but you clearly just went through something. I'm not sure this is the right time. No.
Calm down. It was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
That's where that ends. Got it. I just remember there being a slightly more resolution to that sea support. Sea supports are a weird world, man. Mercy and Ingrid. I thought there are a few dorms right at the lower end here, just beside the greenhouse and all. That's kind of cool. The way it's like, there are like this is all the first floor, but there are like 3 little tiers to it. It's kind of cool design. You, my friend, like treats.
This is great. Thank you so much.
Anytime, Palio. Anytime that I have them, that is. She's not much into gardening and doesn't really like getting dirty and stuff, so I'm thinking maybe not that. Maybe tea. Those exotic spices she might have liked. Oh, Annette probably would have liked those too. Tea leaves?
I appreciate
Yes.
it, Professor.
Mercedes.
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it?
Just starting. I'm a bit of a night owl, you know. I'm still working.
My goodness. It's so late in the evening. That must be exhausting.
You don't work a single day in your life when what you do is fun, or whatever the quote is, which is obviously a lie, but I need to spew some empty platitudes at you because you look very concerned.
Don't overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out.
My health is at peak. Getting shot by all those arrows in the past 2 missions has not slowed me down in the slightest.
Status won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know.
I hope not. I wasn't worried about that before. Is that a possibility? Can she do that if she has a bad day? Even so.
Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
Oh, no, well, that's totally fair. Why is that?
At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor.
I am too young to be a
It is
professor.
unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age.
Composed, maybe. But sure, I'm not sure about that one.
Strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
Well, as priorly established, I am far too young to be a professor, and I don't know half of the subjects I'm teaching. It comes with the territory.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again.
What do you think I'm doing here speaking to you?
The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself.
Also true.
In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake.
Well, so do I. Case in point, the entire Remire Village affair. That was just one big mistake on my part. Mistakes.
Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was.
Yeah.
My mind can be so scattered sometimes.
Just, that would be embarrassing. I mean, I'm not wearing clothes really suited to what I'm doing either, so I've been there.
Where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard.
Well, thank you.
If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place.
No one wants that.
That reminds me. Is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor?
Oh, yes, well, can you get Annette and Ingrid, just like sow some seeds of like wanting to join the deer? I don't know how to do that, like bring it up naturally in conversation, but can you just do it?
If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
It is more than all right with me. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Whatever you need, just say the word.
Yes, the Ingrid and Annette thing. Thank you! I do love Byleth and Mercedes' support chain. It is very, very wholesome and sweet. Byleth and Mercedes' A support is like peak cutesy Fire Emblem relationship subplots. Annette and Ingrid, where the devil are they? Here's Annette. The Legends of Chivalry would make a great gift for Ingrid. As for you, art carving devout believers? I mean, carving is Gilbert's thing, and he's a devout believer, so she might be slightly into this, but then again, maybe not.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, there you go. Watering can?
Thank you so much.
Coffee beans. No, I said I would give those to, let's go give those to Happy right now, actually. For you.
For me? I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty great.
Well, thank you for being honest. I would have been a little upset if you threw them back in my face, not gonna lie. Oh, Ingrid's right beside me. Legends of Chivalry.
For me?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. An owl feather. There we go. That's the last of my gifts. So, we haven't got a support with either of you, so I've got to take you both out to food times. Some bonding bites, you say? How come Ingrid doesn't like the bonding bites? Whatever. Let's grab you and Annette and see about that. What are we eating today? Oh, it's the cigarette and cream
I
stuff.
think it's wonderful to be able to eat a nice meal every day.
I think we should all be very thankful we have food. Yes.
I love this stuff. Did you know that?
I didn't even need the secret roster to know that, my friend. Right, that also gives you a bunch of professor level. God, that didn't even do it. It supports. Why have I not hung out with these two at all? Annette, Ingrid, we're singing together. Oh, there's a choir festival today as well. Yay.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
I agree that everyone should, unfortunately.
Regardless of the quality, this is a good chance for us to prove our solidarity.
This is a good chance for us to prove our solidarity. I will always say that now whenever I'm undertaking a chore that I really would rather not do. Oh, I got to see with both of them there. Perfect. I'm still probably not going to have enough magic anything for all the magic people, but won't stop me from trying. But I think I won't. I'll check everyone what everyone needs first before I go spending points on any faculty training. Hey, Annie.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment?
I have many moments. Of course.
Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me?
I don't get this bit either. Apparently there's something about tea that makes you get extra strength on the battlefield. I'm not sure I can.
Oh, well, maybe we can figure it out together. It's
Yes.
this diagram here.
That would be awesome. Thank
Why
you.
the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that.
Oh, the forest, that's easy. It gives you defense and dodge.
Yay! I finally get it. You really are a great teacher.
Are you sure? When you asked if I could teach you something, I was like, I don't know what it means. You're the one who did the work.
No way. I couldn't have done it without you.
It seems like you could have. I gotta be honest.
I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and well, all kinds of stuff.
Great.
I'm learning more now
Because
than
you can.
I have in
All I
my
have to do is
whole
click a
entire
button
life.
for you to learn some of that stuff.
Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training.
It's like midnight. Are you sure? Don't overdo it.
That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing.
I get it,
I've never
but
been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. You know what I mean?
I hate having stuff like that hang over me. I absolutely know what you mean. I know the feeling.
Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us.
I don't think I am people like you.
Not to mention... Oh, wait. Oh, no. I was supposed to be on cooking duty today. I completely forgot.
I think it's. They're already closed. I don't think you can go and fix that now.
But I have to run. Thanks again for your help.
Anytime.
Who put this stupid barrel here?
That was me. Sorry. Annette! The contents of the barrel are flammable. Don't move. Annette's the best. Love her so much. Who put this stupid barrel here? Dumbass barrel getting in my way.
That's the third time this month.
I know, Annette's tripping over every I keep telling her it's full of flammable materials.
Oh, Professor. Hello. Did you need something?
Maybe like some oven mitts for Annette. I'm worried about her catching fire. What were you doing just now?
Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean after all.
You might want to relay that to Linhart.
You do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind. Or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way.
Oh, I get it. You want me to leave, is that right? Could you help tidy my... Are you the thrifty type?
Does that surprise you? Perhaps it seems ill-befitting someone of noble birth to care about such things.
Quite the opposite, I've said.
Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy, so my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose.
I suppose. He sounds like a good father.
Yes, he's a good person. Even when managing our territory used up most of our family's resources, he still went out of his way to ensure my comfort.
What was it you threw out, anyway?
Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance, so I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know.
I disagree. I think you could have turned that piece of paper into... Tinder.
Professor, did you come to check on me for any particular reason?
Well, you're the last one on my list, so yes. No particular reason, no.
Oh, well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then.
Okie doke.
We'll have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
Do you need any help with that, or bye? Sweet! Splendid, magnificent, marvelous. We've got everyone, Wait, there were like 1 or 2 characters we don't have up to see, but I think they were ones. Right, well, Shamir's already in our party, Flame's already in our party, right? So we don't need to worry about that. Now the time has come to check if we can recruit anyone. Rather interested, charisma, reason. Rather interested, strength and brawl. So I'm getting a lot of rather interested now. We've made some excellent progress in that vein. Rather interested here too. Magic faith. This one isn't interested. Oh, right. Well, my charisma's not bad, so is it my lance that's the issue there? How much lance do I have? I can obviously look up what the recruitment requirements are. Ah, yes, I've got no lance. That is an issue. Oh, right, and I accidentally told Hanneman I didn't want him to see his face ever again that one time, right? So I know it was bad of me, so I should go try and recruit him now.
Professor,
sorry, I absolutely do want you to be in my class. Please don't. It was a joke last time, I swear. Ooh, and some seals and bows and stuff. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if Felix joined our party now that we've got an extra support with him, and I've got all this sword and speed. Oh, not yet. Still need some more speed and sword. Jeepers. Birdie Bear, I need strength and bow, right? And I've still got, like, nothing for bow. So that's not likely to happen. It looks like I will need to use some faculty things to get myself up to D and everything. Magic and bow, my goodness. That'll be a tough one. Rather interested, magic and reason. Rather interested, dex flying. So really every skill we should be trying to train up at the moment. There's no skill we don't need for getting people. As it stands. I think that was everyone. Nope, I didn't try Dorothea. Or Ferdinand. Rather interested, charisma authority. Isn't interested, dex and heavy armor. My goodness, I'm not as far ahead on this as I thought. Now as for people who can, so I've got 5 points. People who can start me: Seth, Hanneman, Rhea, Gilbert, Catherine, Alois, and Manuela and Shamir somewhere. So I have to think somewhat about. Well, let's just go around to each of them and see if they have one. Any of them has a skill. Everyone who has a skill that I'm weak with, like flying, for instance. We try and bring that up to, well, bring it up, period. So I'm missing heavy armor and axe for you. Wait, did anyone actually want axe from me? Maybe it was Sylvain? Oh, I'm not allowed to check again, am I? I feel like maybe Sylvain was into axe. Never mind, I'll just do heavy armor for a moment. Because I know that one or more people wanted it. Strength and brawling. My brawling's already all right, and I'm only Caspar needed that. So I think maybe by the time I could get him. I don't know. Well, I'll prioritize some other ones that we're really weaker in. You can also get me heavy armor and axe, couldn't you? I think I'll try and go for the heavy armor here. But doink. I'm already at D in all these, in the magic one. I think for most of them, it's when you're at a C support, you need a C. Well, if you're at no support, you need a B in the skill they want. If you're at C support, you need a C in the skills they want. And if you're at a B support, then you need a D in the skill they want. So really, I should be prioritizing getting as many people up to D's, as many skills up to D's as possible, so that I can just will them into my party by getting them up to support of B. It seems like it would be difficult, but I think we have, I mean, considering every month we can buy a whole bunch more gifts, and those gifts were able to get us all from like nothing to C supports for half of them. We should be able to manage it, especially as a professor level will rise somewhat in the days to come. So we'll get more uses out of faculty training and meals and stuff anyway. But all that said, I will not do yours for now, and I'll try to get my E skills up to D. Like axe. I have decided I will do one axe, actually. And Hanneman could probably teach me bow, reason, and then maybe something else. Yes. Oh no, I can get my bow up to D, which is good because I'm actually using that in combat as well. Curve shot!
I still have much to learn.
That is true. Actually, I might even equip that. What combaters do I have on now? Beta Monsters Grounder gives you some extra crit, doesn't it? Which is kind of nice. Oh, so does Beta Monsters. So really, this is just the flying effectiveness and the accuracy what we want from this, because this does not give you any accuracy. But Curve Shot gives you some accuracy, plus 30 in fact, and it also has flying effectiveness, so that's probably worth doing. Giving and putting there. And that's all my points. So, I don't believe there's anything else that need to be done around the monastery. I already planted the next plants, right? Very good. Well, I may actually just get one of the upgrades from the statue. This is in fact turning into a double feature. I thought we did so much of the monastery day last time that there would be nothing to do this time, but we actually had a whole lot of things still needing to be done. So I could get axe skills +2. Oh, I guess that wouldn't be, some of these would be good for me learning stuff now, wouldn't they? The axe skills +2, for instance. Probably not as useful as having a divine pulse earlier on would be. Thank you. It's all bronze now. I love how quickly we got Index up to gold.
See you again soon.
Ciao. Oh, and I can also teach you. I should have remembered that. Sword, axe, bow, faith. Cool. Absorption. Recover HP equal to 50% of the damage dealt to foes in this area. I'm not sure I've ever seen that one. Probably just wasn't looking carefully. I have been known to completely miss some really useful gambits before. Don't need to worry about any of that for now, even though it got tons of cash for it. Oh, we've got a large bouillon we can sell. Probably a good idea to buy 3 of these in case they're going to be limited stock every month. Because when we hit 20, we're going to want as many of them as possible.
This one?
And I'll just buy some concoctions. But we'll worry about sorting our equipment next time. But for now, I just want to get that teaching day undertaken. Nothing else I think I needed to change before we headed out. I should relook at our goals at some point soon, though, because we've all gotten a whole lot of work done recently. Right, I want everyone to get up to, I think it's B that gives you healing focus. I'm always forgetting. I always look it up and then forget, so I'm just not even going to bother looking it up now. B for healing focus and brawling, so you're close to that, Claude, and then I can sort you into bow and flying or something that's similar. All right, Hanneman, you haven't gotten the memo yet. This is an assassin run. Please take sword and bow. Why am I giving you lance and bow? Oh, that's your default one. Shamir, Shamir, Shamir. Very good. Oh, in group text, I've got you two on flying because I want that and because I want to build your bond. I think it's worth keeping you on that. I think I was saying something like once you guys hit your max support, I would stop that or something. They did already hit their B support though, didn't they? Maybe I should swap that out now, but I'm not sure. I would be doing someone with flying most likely because I don't think I really want the Dex +4 from this or the weight minus from this. As in, I don't want to spend. I want them, but I don't want to spend the time getting them, especially because since I'm already going to have sword and bow prowess on a whole bunch of people and speed up for a whole bunch of people. Don't need an extra skill there. We're already using 3 slots, basically. That'll do. I'll keep you on there for now. That's been going pretty well. We must have built some people's motivation with all the gifts and stuff I handed out. We get 6 teachy points, and we have, in our party, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people we're actually using. Oh, we can teach everyone from our party that we're actually using, so let's. Brawling makes sense for you, I think. You're going to learn some bow on your own time, or soon enough anyway. Brawling! Really need that, pick that up in everyone. Oh, you did have it, Claude.
Stop being nice about it. It's not necessary.
You don't understand how necessary it is for me. Don't tell me what is and isn't necessary. Boink!
I've come to understand a great deal.
Well done, my boy. Watch him blow.
I'm beginning to understand.
I thought you already understood a great deal. You just said it. Harley challenge for you. Yes, it was barely a trifle. You come to understand a great deal. You're so good at this, Lawrence. You wouldn't even know you had a weakness in it. Some brawly, ollie.
That was pretty good, huh?
I'll say. I mean, you've been doing pretty well with swords and stuff anyway, so once I hit B on you, I'm probably going to take you off of brawling and just do sword and flying or something like that. Or maybe bow and flying, because you're going to be using swords a lot as it stands. Iggy! Brawling.
I'll keep trying my best.
Good. Look what happens when you try your best. I believe you got it right. You tried your best, after all.
I just got lucky.
Don't lie to me! My goodness, you guys are on fire at this whole punching stuff thing. And need some more brawling for you as well.
It was quite a challenge.
I imagine so. If it weren't challenging, it wouldn't really be getting you better at it, I suppose.
Don't stop. Keep it coming.
Oh, your wish is my command. Punch that wall. Punch that wall. Okay, you're happy. Punch that wall. Punch that wall. You're amazing.
You're laying it on a little thick.
That's my prerogative as your professor. And especially considering you just got 3 perfects in a row with something you ostensibly struggle with. Excellent. Amazing brawling progress we got around. Now everyone teach yourself some brawling. There's a lot of fists going on.
I've something I'd like to ask you.
Fire away. When I ask them to take part in my experiments, even the most industrious students run away from me, no matter how sincerely I plead. Do you have any suggestions? The word experiment may be scaring them. Make the experiment a job and pay them handsomely, they would not run from a great teacher. But that's just mean. Don't say that. I think the word experiment may be scaring them.
That's how it is.
Probably wanted to hear the make it a job and pay them thing, because it's sort of more logical, but between you and me, being able to ride a wyvern is kind of a rite of passage where I'm from. I'll need to brush up on my flying and axe skills to really excel, though. I can count on you to help me, right? No, you cannot. I am horribly unreliable. Bernie Bear! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bernie. Have some mint leaves for you.
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
No, you did not do anything wrong. Please drink your tea. It is your birthday. Stop looking like that at me.
Still too hot.
I know. God damn it, man. What is it with us and drinking these things like the second we pour them? Oh, right. This is a time thing. The opera song by time. I'm counting on you. Bernadetta, I believe in you. The ideal relationship. That's a bit strong. Reliable allies. A word of advice. She didn't want to freak her out. We can rely on Dorothea. This doesn't feel like the right... A word of advice. Hey, you are cool. That's my advice to you. Continue to be cool. Thank you for everything, including the coolness and the drinking of tea.
On my singing anymore, okay?
Okay, I crossed the line there. I'm sorry. Thank you for being brave enough to ask. What? I was supposed to laugh or what were the other options? Sorry. Wait. Hold on. Oh, praise and commend, or damn it, I wasn't looking carefully. I meant praise, I guess. I don't really know the difference between praising and commend. I guess commend sort of has a more official sound to it. It was great, Bernie. Happy birthday. Goodbye. Now that you're, you know, it's anime, so somewhere in the vague age range of 8 to 30.
Look, I already know how you're feeling. No.
Happy's like, you don't need to tell me every time that you feel like a burden.
Sleep deprivation. Sure.
Stop with this sleep deprivation stuff as well. All right. See if anyone got any higher tier in brawling or flying. C+ in brawling for Igni. That's good. C in flying for Leone. That's amazing. And now we're into extra characters. B in brawling for Catherine. Oh, no, you're not an extra character. That's good. Oh, that means you got healing focus, right?
It's fun when you know what you're doing.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Yes! Finally, our first healing
From a
focus.
quick study.
You're going to be an invaluable tank very, very soon for us now, Catherine. If only we could have 4 combat arts. That would be really useful in this run. Because we probably want, most people will probably want a decent sword one, a bow one, and healing focus, and swap, at the very least. As for you, ooh, might increase, so I have to make a call here. Your health is only 38, and what's your defense? You're not exactly the most, oh, 13's not bad. You are probably among our more tanky people, so healing focus would be good for you, probably. With your current health max, that would be healing you for 19. That's pretty good. It's about a concoction, right? I'm not sure you really need help with damage. Oh, might increases based on unit's dex, so that's... It adds like 0.3 times your dex? Yes, adds dexterity 0.3 times to might. So what is 0.3 times your dex? Oh, it's like 5. And Bane of Monsters, so that would be +2 might, and then +5 from that is +7. So that's better than your Bane of Monsters at the moment, and it will only continue to get better, I suppose. Bane of Monsters gives you extra crit, which is nice. And has monster of effectiveness, obviously. Maybe I'm gonna ditch the nimble combo then, actually. Yeah, because all this is like you're already strike twice with gauntlets normally, so all this is this is really spending a lot of durability for just a bit more damage and then some good dodge. And the dodge isn't bad by any means, but what is your dodge like already? It's probably not very amazing, right? Oh, your speed's 22. This is a tricky one. I think I'll ditch the nimble combo for the moment, though. We'll think about that one a bit more. Well, I mean, we'll see in practice whether that was a good idea, I guess. And at such a time, I can now swap your goal off of brawling because I don't really need you in a higher tier with that. Let's go flying and I guess bow, because you're pretty good at swords already. Oh, am I even giving you a bow combat art? Prowess, and I am actually. So yeah, let's keep you with that for the moment. Very good. So it's to battle with us. What is my magic, by the way? Do you think I could benefit from ooh, I may be able to get a perma buff from taking one of these classes. Oh, this one wouldn't do it, but oh man, these would barely bump my... Oh, this seems to like it would do a bump to my magic, right? It probably is giving us magic +2, and I'm at 8 now, so it's probably a 1 perma buff, which any little bit would help for the... You know what? I actually don't know. If you class into something temporarily, does the extra magic stat from that actually count for recruiting people? Because that would probably... I could take class into mage, because the rules only stipulate that I'm not allowed to fight as, like, thief and the other things. As anything that isn't thief, myrmidon, or assassin, or commoner. I'm totally allowed to class into things for like to get like perma buffs and stuff, and even I think it would be fair to stay classing it just as long as I'm at the monastery to get to recruit people who are magic-y. Naturally, of course, that will have to wait until I am better at reason. We've got to put a mental note about that though. Ugh, long episode this one, lots of little chores to be done, but next episode is going to be a whole heck of a lot of fighting, so we'll that'll be nice. It will be kind of a shame though. I forgot that the other thing I should be doing while I'm at the monastery is getting people's motivation up. I was so focused on getting supports up. So we're not going to have much motivation ready to teach people next Monday. But there are only the 2 Mondays in this month anyway. It's a pretty short month with all the stuff that's going on, so no worries there, really. But that's all for this episode. Next video on the channel is going to be some more of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is always so exciting because we've been having such a good time with that recently. And that's all for this 2-hour ass episode. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around, Admirals. Gonna be out of here now. Peace! Still, even though I was kind of saying before, it didn't seem like tons of... If you insist. Improved Flurry Rush! It's gonna be like that, is it? Ooh, improved Flurry Rush! God...